Today, you'll be learning about the 3 days of music and peace that is otherwise known as Woodstock.
Arguably, this is one of the most important events in music history.
The event was held on a 600-acre dairy farm owned by Max Yasgur in Bethel, New York, from the 15th to the 18th in 1969.
At the time of the event, the United States of America was steeped in racial differences and military conflicts overseas.
But the hippie promoters visioned for an isolated recording studio in the center of the forest.
John Robert and Joel Rosenman were influential in the development of the idea from a studio to an outdoor concert, but were also money men behind the event.
And since Woodstock was a good amount over $2 million to put on, these men were significant.
We hope that you have fun learning about Woodstock. Good luck to all the teams. Each of you, on the way in, grabbed a Woodstock ticket that looks a little something like this. Your ticket was either yellow, pink, or green. After this video is finished, we would appreciate it if you would separate into those groups for the first activity.
But before separating, you're probably wondering about the activity and what it is. So here's Jenny with the directions.
Alrighty. So our first activity is called The Hunt. As you know, you've been broken up into groups based on colors. Please separate yourselves now. We'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we hope that you're all in your groups now. As you know, Woodstock had many more people that attended than expected. Around 500,000 people actually went to the festival to watch live music and to have a great 3 days of peace and fun. As you can assume, finding people around Woodstock was almost impossible with the large crowds of people almost shoulder to shoulder away from one another. In our first activity, we hope to demonstrate to you on a small scale how hard it could be to find your friends, family, etc. around the festival. But instead of using friends and family members, we chose to use names of peoples and groups and bands that performed at Woodstock. Each team will be handed a piece of paper with their team color on it, as we already stated to you. And also, you'll be handed another sheet of paper with all of the names of the people that actually played at Woodstock or were part of Woodstock, and your sheet actually has a few of them that are completely colored in your team color. And then beside the team color, you'll see a small little blue box, and that's really important on how to play. So what you're going to do is you're going to line up in your groups from not shoulder to shoulder line, but so you can see the back of the head of the person in front of you. So why don't you do that now really quickly? Okay, thank you. Now, as you can see, hidden all around the room are little people like this. These little people are supposed to basically represent the people and the groups that played at Woodstock. Like this one is Richie Havens. And on the right foot, you will see a number. 1, 2, or 3. The number basically tells you what day the person played at Woodstock. So, in your little blue box, you're going to have to write what day they played on. So, Richie Havens played on what day? Number 1. And I know that's giving it away from one of the groups, and I'm really sorry that they get a head start. But just because they get a head start means they won't get as big of a prize. But they will have a time to get a bigger prize for next time. Anyways, so one person is going to run over and try to find one of their group members that what they're looking for, which is on the sheet that is marked in your colors. You have 11 different groups that you're looking for, and only look for those groups. So anyways, once one person runs out and finds someone that they're looking for, they're going to bring him back, and then you'll have someone that's going to write down what day they played. Then they tag the person's hand so the next person can go look for someone and bring them back. Once you've filled out your sheet and you know what day everyone played on, you're going to shout finished, and we will come check your paper. The first person to get all of their days correctly wins. And also, just so you guys know that this is fair, each team will have an advantage for each game. So Richie Havens' team, don't worry. Everyone else, I guess, don't worry, because you'll have a chance next time. Anyways, a couple other important rules are only one person from a group can search for a band or person at a time, and they can only bring back one band or person at a time. They must tag another team member's hand to allow them to go search, and you can only search for names on your sheet. If you accidentally bring back a wrong person, you are disqualified. Alright, well, hope you have fun. We'll see you at the next game.